In this video, Stu has a breakdown, and that led to many bleeped out conversations.
Stress out.
He contemplates his error by the sea, and he gets therapy in a great wild camp in the mountains.
You are ready for a different kind of life. You're silent for the wind is calling. You must return to the wild.
Now this getaway starts like any of our other getaways. We have a plan, we pack up Harry, and we set off. Now we've made arrangements to meet 4 friends in mid-Wales just outside Aberaeron. Now little did we know at this stage how differently this day was going to end. Typically the weather is overcast, but it doesn't bother us because we simply love driving along in Harry. And for us, the drive is very much part of our enjoyment. And we soon see the sea as we approach our destination. We think Aberaeron looks busy for a Monday. Our campsite is for 2 nights and it's just the other side. Now I didn't film Stu booking into the campsite because, well, why would I? So off Stu goes to book in, only to be told there's no reservation for Monday. There is one for Thursday. And then we realise that we've turned up 3 days early. Stu is one of the most organised people I've ever met in my life, and he realises his cock up. And then it doesn't help when he reads the text that he sent to our friends telling them we may be a little bit late, only for them to have said, no, you're 3 days early. You never make mistakes like this. That just shows how frazzled your brain is. Do you just want to say what's happened?
I've got too much going on in my life. I can't do this. I'm 2 days early.
So we've just driven 2.5 hours, yeah. And we're 2 days early.
16th, 17th, leaving on Saturday. 16th. Why did I think today was leaving on the 18th? So 16th, 17th, leaving on the 18th.
You're driving like you want to put your head on the steering wheel. Hello, there's someone going to a campsite that's booked the right day. It is what it is. We had a nice day out in Wales. We drive back to Aberaeron and we pull up in the harbour car park. And we sit and analyse how we've made such a cock-up. We walk along the beach and I take a few pictures on my iPhone as usual. And we have one last look at the harbour, although as we're coming back in a few days' time, I'm sure we'll be seeing it again soon. Now unfortunately we're unable to stop out 3 nights because we have to go home because Stu has to work at least 1 day this week. So to try and soften the blow a bit, we decide to wild camp for 1 night up in the mountains of mid-Wales.
So we've left Aberaeron, and as we said, due to my fantastic planning, we're now trying to find a place to sleep the night, so we decided to do a walk camp, and walk camped I don't know, when was the last time? A year ago?
I can't even
I
remember.
can't remember when we went last, did a wild camp actually. Anyway, it's been some time to say the least. So we're going up, heading actually back towards home, but we're going up to the Welsh Hills, where there's a couple of places that I'd earmarked on Google Maps. So we'll go and see if we can find those and stay just the night, and then we'll head back towards home on Tuesday.
And then
For rest day Wednesday. And then we'll come back.
As we drive past, out the corner of our eye, we see these really strange sculptures, so we turn round to investigate. Now, in my haste not to add to Stu's stress levels, I jumped out and I took a picture of the history of these sculptures. Unfortunately, I took the left side and not the right, and the left side was all in Welsh. After a bit of research, I did find out that they were presented to the community on July 9th in 1993. And from what I can gather, it was a collaboration between the school children of Penn Youth and a well-known artist and sculptor. And then we're back on the road to try and find our wild camp.
Feel good?
Yep. So you start to stress that this is the latest you've
No, I only stress when you ask me to stress.
So what are you hoping for? What have you picked out on Google Maps?
A place that I picked out before, but also Freddie. Remember Freddie the van?
Oh yeah.
Had been there as well, so that reaffirmed it was a nice place. I'd actually picked it out on Google Maps before they went there, but I'd never been.
The road gets narrower and the buildings get less frequent. And then we start playing the Let's Get Stressed About Wild Camping game.
Yeah?
No!
Chucks on.
You wouldn't bloody stop there either. Oh, somebody there. And I must say, we're pretty good at this
What are you
game.
gonna do? There?
No, that's next to the bloody road. Wouldn't
See ya.
in either. That's a passive place.
You have arrived at your destination.
We eventually arrive and turn down a track. And trust me when I say this hill is steeper than it looks. We now decide where we should stop, but the chap parked up ahead of us in Stu's mind suddenly becomes a crazed landowner with a gun.
He hasn't seen us yet.
Well, we ain't going to be difficult to spot.
No.
He only has to look up.
I'm sure he just pulled a gun out.
He's going to shoot you. How quick can we get away? Hold on, let me have a look through the binoculars. He might be shooting campervans. What would he be shooting at this time of night? What if he's come to commit suicide?
What's he got in his bag now?
I don't know, hold on. He's putting a bag on.
What's on the back of that bag, the sticky thing?
He's definitely going rather than coming rather than going.
He's unloading, he's off somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Can you work out what's in his bag? Have a look.
No. Oh Christ, you're worse than me. Is this all part of wild camping? Fishing rod?
Oh, it could be. Yeah, some fishing and angler.
Okay.
Fishing rod.
He ain't going to shoot us then. You think you might what?
Do we stay here or do we go round first?
Go round first. Oh. Christ. And after all that, the crazed landowner with a gun turned out just to be a mere fisherman.
It might be an early start in the morning, so just warning you. Won't be a lot of going.
Why?
I think because there might be workmen coming down.
Workmen?
Well, as in the lake people.
Lake people? Where the fuck are the lake people?
Water people.
Water people? Are they like a...
Seven tree.
Are water people like a species? What time do you think the water people come out?
Shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
Well, you just said water people. Like they were a species. That looks perfect. We won't roll forward, will we?
No.
And it's time for a counselling session at the end of a very troubled day for Stu. Okay, would you just like to explain what's happened today?
No, I've said it several times in my videos. I can't keep saying it.
Oh, have you? Okay. You can't keep saying it? What, you can't keep reliving it?
No, what you're doing is stressing me fucking out.
You know that's
I've
my
got no
favourite.
signal, so I don't want to let down. For it.
You know that's my favourite hobby.
I'm not really hungry.
That's all right. We don't have to eat. We just need to survive till tomorrow.
It's like a bush tucker trial.
You had that man's fishing rod down for a rifle.
It looked like a rifle. Look at his last wild camp.
Before he was killed by a man with a fishing rod.
Rodded to death. With a reel. I don't even know we should be here. I don't know.
Look, I can quite happily say we
I
probably
haven't got
shouldn't.
off-road tyres either, so I just...
Okay. What way are you getting home? We've got a road back.
Keep looking. You know, it's getting bigger.
But, Stu, you don't need... What do you need off-road? You're not going off the road.
Is this a road?
This is a road.
It's not a road.
Well, that is...
That's not a road, it's a track.
Well, a track. It's still a bloody road.
No, it's not. I just hope I can get up, you know.
Okay. He's just off to report you.
Do you think we'll get up that hill?
Look, I could give you two answers here. One says yes, and the other says no. Which would you like? You really want to hear me say no? Go and try it now. You're going to worry all night about that hill. Why don't you go and walk it? And pretend you're a van. Pretend you're in the van. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Are you in the middle of a stroke because you haven't moved?
Okay. Good morning. So as you can see, we're camped up in the Welsh mountains. So despite the disaster yesterday of getting the trip completely wrong on the wrong day, 3 days early, we still had a great time following Aberaeron. You see us drove over to a spot we picked out as a wild camp. It was raining all night, to be honest, a bit windy. Came down this bit of a track overlooking this little lake or dam, reservoir I should say. It's not far from Elan Valley. I don't know if these are part of the Elan Valley lakes, whether they're classed as that. But we're going to head up to a long drive back home to Devil's Bridge. And we're going to have a walk around Devil's Bridge waterfall as a plan anyway, weather permitting. It's obviously quite a small dam needed here. It's obviously a natural catchment area. I guess that was just when it overflows, I suppose. Just a natural level. There doesn't seem to be any gates. No sluice gates or anything.
And like sticking your head over the neighbour's fence, the drone reveals that they have water features next door. It's sad that we can't stop here, but we have to head home, so we look to stop off at another destination on the way back to make the most of our time. But that's going to be for another video. Started off as a monumental cock-up ended up being one of our most memorable wild camps. So please support Stu by giving him the thumbs up and subscribe, and please comment, as we always love to hear from you.
Silent